And he was offered the head coach position by all those at USA Volleyball, including CEO Doug Beal, and he accepted. And he is pretty focused on getting this team back to a spot where they have a chance to win another gold in Brazil. Of course, they lost the gold medal match to Brazil the last two Olympics in Beijing and then last year in London, so they're looking to get on top. They are the number one ranked team in the world, the USA. The Japanese team is the third-ranked team. Very good defense in Japan against extremely good offense in the USA. Japan will start things off serving. Naoko Hashimoto serves first. Good pass for the USA. Set to the right side. Nice dig by Hashimoto. Roll shot over will be dug by Kim Hill. Set to the middle. Nice dig by the Japanese libero. And then Saori Kimura gets the first kill of the match. 3 Olympians on this Japanese squad. It's Saori Kimura, Yukiko Ebata, the other outside hitter, and Risa Shinabe. Floater, good float serve, just clearing the net. Another set back to Jordan Larson. The tip is dug. Pretty tight set to the right side. Nice job by the Japan player to get it over the net. What a job by Jordan Larson to keep that ball alive out of the net. And then Arufe, so close stuff. Kirsty Jackson just denying the Japanese middle hitter there. That's the first time we've seen Kirsty in action, and it's a good first touch on the ball. Jumper coming from Gov, Jordan Larson. Good pass again by Zayasu, and then a second stuffed block in a row. Once again for Jackson, this time along with Nicole Fawcett. Another jumper coming from Jor. Good pass from Saori. She'll get the set on the right side. She's blocked. Great cover by the Japanese team. That's what I mean. They just keep so many balls alive when you think they're on the floor. Good deep angle swing that time from Kim Hill. Kim Hill, 6'4" outside hitter from Portland, Oregon. She was a graduate of Pepperdine University, played 4 years there. Finished the indoor game in 2011 and then played a season as a collegiate sand volleyball player in 2012. That serve from Jordan Larson goes into the net. So Kim actually finished third in 2012's sand volleyball championships. Lost in the semifinals to some of her schoolmates. Big swing from the right side, but a great dig by Japan. Again, from the right side, Fawcett, what a one-arm stab, but into the roof and straight back down it comes. Now, last night at the Walter Pyramid in Long Beach, that would have been a phenomenal dig because there's no way you're hitting the roof at the Walter Pyramid. The speakers are about 75 feet above the floor. But tonight, it's a much smaller ceiling in comparison. Serve from Kirsty Jackson, just clears the net. Diving pass goes over the net, and the rare shank by Japan makes for the first ace of the night for the USA. Good pass by Ishii. Quick set to the outside, a little bit too high. Ebata keeps it in. Again, from the right side, pounding away hard angle, is Nicole Fawcett. Quick start for the USA. They did this last night as well. Japan really started to pick up their level of play in the second set. Out of the middle. Another dig for the U.S., another set to the right side, another big aggressive swing from Nicole Fawcett, and it goes over the defense after it hits the block, and we'll have the first team timeout of the match taken by head coach Manabe. So Coach Manabe is something of an all-star himself. He played against Karch back in the 80s, both international volleyball players, Olympic players for their respective countries. And last night, right after the match in Long Beach, there were fans from Japan living in the USA now that were all about taking a picture with Coach Manabe, and he was tied up for a while and had that smile on his face for a long time. It was pretty cool to see. I'd like to welcome everybody listening in from Japan and watching this match on Fuji TV. It is great to have you here with me. And I know on Fuji TV you'll be watching this recorded. But if you're watching from Japan live on the internet right now, I'd love to hear from you on Twitter. We'll hear from Coach Manabe in a little bit. We heard from Saori Kimura last night. I hope you got to hear that. Just a really fun-loving team, this Japanese team. Girls are smiling the whole time. Really good group of women. Overpass by Japan out of the timeout, and Kim Hill puts it away 8-2. USA has dominated these first 10 points, and we've reached technical timeout number 1. In each set, there will be a technical timeout once one team reaches 8 points and once one team reaches 16 points. Also, each team has 2 timeouts to use whenever they like to each set. So Japan's already used a timeout, and this is the first technical timeout. As I've said, you can get a hold of me on Twitter, and a few people already have. Get to a couple more of these right now. Bob Trinzi, who tweeted me last night, got a hold of me again. What's up, Bob? Bob says, looking for a sweep tonight. Go USA from Brandywine Volleyball Club in Delaware. Thanks for that again, Bob. Good to hear from you. Hello to everybody listening that's playing for Brandywine Volleyball Club, and I believe it was Wilmington, Delaware? I think Wilmington. So Bob Trinzi, I believe Bob is the father of Joe Trinzi. Joe Trinzi is the technical coordinator for the USA. I actually just met him personally tonight, and he says, yeah, I got a lot of people listening and watching over in Delaware. Thanks for that, Bob. Jump floater for the USA. Not a very good pass for Japan. Set to the right side. Another pretty easy dig for the U.S. Quick set to the outside. Kim Hill diving dig from Zayasu, and that ball never cleared the net. The USA is up 9-2, just all over Japan right now. Nine serving 2. Good serves from Kirsty Jackson. That one tips the net, falls over. The sprawling Saori gets it in the air. Another block for the U.S. This one's covered. Great set to the outside. The roll shot is blocked, and another block for the U.S. That was Peo Paulini. Lauren Paulini from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Nicole Fawcett. Deep float serve. Overpass again. This is really unlike Japan team. And that'll be timeout number 2 taken by Coach Masayoshi Manabe. We'll hear from Coach Manabe once one team reaches 16 in the second technical timeout. We talked to him yesterday, Coach Manabe, about what his purpose was coming out here to Southern California to face the USA, the #1 ranked team in the world. And he said he really wanted to learn a lot about his young team and see what they could learn from the USA. As I mentioned, Karch and Masayoshi have a relationship. They played against each other in the 80s. They've known each other for a long time. A lot of respect for each other. So both with an opportunity to learn something. Kirsty Jackson still at the service line. Floater tips that again, diving forward, passing a perfect ball is Saori, and that roll shot's just not going to work. Kim Hill over the block, down the line, and just inside the end line. What a swing from Kim, and there is no stopping that. She went a couple inches over the top of that Japanese block. First sub of the night coming by Japan. Haruka Miyashita is now the setter, replacing Naoko Hashimoto. Let's see if that fixes something for this Japanese team. A good pass. High set to the outside, and another stuff block straight back down into the outside hitter Yukiko Ebata. Japan just doesn't have a solution. They haven't been passing great. Even when they do get a good pass, they're not fully connecting on the offensive side of things. Deep floater. It lands just out of bounds. Great serving run. I think that was 6, 7 serves in a row for Kersey Jackson. Nice job by her. And finally, it's Japan's turn to serve again. This is Nana Iwasaka. Middle hitter. Set to the middle and just tapping one down over the block. Into the middle of the court is Peo Lauren Paulini. And I talked to Lauren a little bit last night about her nickname and also about Jordan Larson's nickname, Gov. We'll get into that. Jumper coming from Nicole Fawcett. She's got a pretty good one. That one goes a few feet out of bounds. No worries for the USA. They're up by 10. It's 4-14. Kelly Murphy into the game, into the front row. Replacing Jenna Haglund, the setter, and a new setter is coming into the back row. That's Courtney Thompson, replacing Nicole Fawcett. U.S. running a double sub 5-1 offense. There's a serve into the net. It's not a traditional 6-2 offense because instead of using one of the setters as a hitter when they're front row, they're taking both the opposite and the setter out of the game. So it is a 5-1 offense. You'll have 6 different hitters in the front row once you get through all 6 rotations. Jump floater. Dump attempt recognized by the diving Courtney Thompson. Great set to the right side and a phenomenal up by Ishii. What an up by the American libero. Oh my goodness, what a point. That will take us to technical timeout, and the USA has